Why is the heart shaped like this?
Let's talk about that.
Good mythical morning.
It warms our big red hearts that you tune in to watch this show every day, if that's what you do. If you're just stumbling upon this show for the first time ever, it warms our big red hearts too.
Boom, boom.
That are
boom,
shaped
boom.
just like this inside our chest cavity.
Now, I'm kind of excited to talk about this. Yes, I have done some research because as we were talking about what could be some GMM episodes, it occurred to me that I didn't know why this shape.
I know why.
No, you don't.
But I just thought, I want you to do the research.
You don't know
see if
why.
It agrees with.
Okay, so just a little bit of a spoiler alert here. Nobody actually knows for sure, but I've gathered the prevailing theories, and I would like to run that by you. And
Like I'm an expert on this?
no, just to see what you think.
I would have just gone to Wikipedia too, man. That's what I would have done.
Having not done the research.
It is a legitimate question though, because you see it around, this particular holiday, and kids like to draw them on things all throughout the year, and you're like, well, my heart doesn't really look like that.
Theory number one is that it has to do with bad artistic renderings of things. At least that's how I've grouped a couple of these theories. And this is something that I theorize myself, is that it's an artistic representation of a physical heart. But then you think about,
You ever seen what a heart looks like?
it has four valves.
Did you see the Temple of Doom?
Yes. But there's four valves.
It does not look like this.
If it had two valves,
if you had to pull this thing out of the chest, it would be like.
I mean, Aristotle did consider the physical heart to be the center of passion and love in the human body.
Right, it just didn't pump blood. It had brain in there.
Another theory is that it's an artistic depiction of kissing. Yeah, this is kind of a stretch, but if you push two heads together, like really smush them together in like a kissing kind of fashion, maybe you get it at the right angle and the right light. I'm not buying that one.
Just the heads of two people. You'd have to cut their heads off first. Have to shave their necks down to a point. That really.
Yeah, that one's not working for me.
No.
Another one, and this is a prevailing theory, is that it's a depiction of a woman's butt. Or boobs.
Gotta kind of turn it the right way.
Could be boobs. Or some other private area of a woman.
I can see
so
that.
So there's that.
I can see that.
That's
good theory.
I think that one holds some water or whatever it holds.
Or milk.
Or really. Okay, another theory
Sorry
is that,
about that
it was a Catholic vision. In the 17th century, Saint Margaret Mary Alocoque had a vision of the shape surrounded by a crown of thorns, and it came to be known as the Sacred Heart of Jesus. It represents love, and it started popping up in stained glass windows and other church iconography.
That's it.
Iconography.
It was the second one.
Yeah, but it certainly, her vision helped popularize the shape, but I mean, scholars pretty much agree that the shape was around a long time before that.
So she had a dream, but it may not have been an original. It was like when you remember something from yesterday kind of situation.
It popularized it. She had a vision. You know,
all right.
Take it or leave it, but there were documented cases earlier. I'm not going to say that the
I'm
saint,
leaving it.
I'm not going to say the saint is a plagiarist. Is that what you're trying to get me to say?
I'm not saying anything.
I'm not going to say it. Renaissance painters, as you know, painted Cupid a lot as this guy who was
flying naked baby,
throwing love around in the form of an arrow. Now, how does an arrow work? At the end, you got the thing that sticks in, and you got the two barbs that kind of come back so that you can't pull the arrow back out.
It does the damage to the internal organs.
But what they would do, and you can't get it out.
Yeah.
As well. So then you're gonna die.
Yeah.
But when you want to evoke love, then you kind of want to soften the image a little bit. So they literally rounded off those back barbs so it became the shape of a what, Rhett?
A heart.
A heart.
So in other words, it's a harmless arrow. Listen, if I create an arrow with a heart on the end of it, it's still gonna kill you. I mean, just think about it. If it goes in there, sure, I might be able to get it out, but it's going to do some damage.
Well,
but it does make it look softer and more acceptable. That's a good theory in my mind.
Cupid is not a physical person.
Yeah, he is.
It's all symbolic.
It's based on an actual baby.
That's another episode entirely, which I guess you'll have to do the research. Another theory, I'm just going to put this one out there, monogamous swans kissing. Have you ever seen swans, if you have pet swans in like your lake in your backyard, you see the swans come up and smooch. Now, swans mate for life, which isn't that sweet?
But I've never seen them actually kiss.
And yes, they do. Swans, they look so much alike that in order to tell if they found their partner, they smell each other's breath. That's what they're doing.
You're making that up.
I am not making it up. Swans smell each other's breath. Oh, honey, it's you. I love you forever. Let's make goose babies.
I wonder if there's a real world application for
geese,
that.
Right?
No, swans make other swans.
Okay.
Unless there's something wrong with them. Swans make geese, right?
Again, another episode.
Maybe a swan is a type of goose.
More research.
Maybe I'll get swan egg on my face for saying that.
Okay, here's another one. 7th century BC.
Now that's early.
We're talking 600s BC in the city of Cyrene, which is currently Shahat, Libya.
Of course.
Forgive my pronunciation. They traded a now extinct plant called a silphium. Now stick with me. This thing, first of all, was called a laserwort.
Oh, the old laserwort.
You've never heard of it. It was used
they do that in the valley.
That's
how you get.
No.
That's how I got rid of this.
They used it in seasoning, but it was also believed to be a form of birth control. Now this thing's extinct for now at this date, so we can't use it for seasoning or birth control or any of that stuff. So don't get your hopes up. But it was so important to the economy of Cyrene at the time that they minted coins that depicted the seed or the seed pod of this seasoning. And this is what it looked like.
Well, I mean,
there you have it.
That's a heart shape right there.
So the shape, because of birth control, was associated with sex, and then it became associated with amour in general. So that seems to make a lot of sense. Yes,
that's what
amore.
That was. Not more, but you mean just love.
Amore.
Yeah, okay.
I said more.
You said amor.
Amor.
I mean, maybe you're right. I'm just letting the people at home know you're talking about love.
That's right, Rhett.
So you could get a love token?
It was just a coin. It was just a
that
coin
looked like
that
a
depicted
seed.
that.
So there was a plant that had a seed that was shaped like that. That clearly, that is the best explanation for the heart shape because it looks exactly like a heart shape. Now it looks a lot like a woman's butt too.
Right. So I think it's probably all those things coming together. And boobs. Don't forget about boobs. If you're into that.
But now I just feel, now that you've pointed that out, I feel weird every time, my kids give mom something with hearts all over it.
Or if you go to like a Catholic church, and now you're going to
see it up there. Yeah, let's stick with the seed pod.
See it in that
Stick
way.
with the seed pod theory, just to, keep things on the up and up.
Maybe you have your own theory. I mean, feel free to leave a comment.
It might be as valid as any of the ones that you've given.
And like this episode, because it does make a difference. You know what time it is.
Hey guys, I'm Steve from Louisville, Kentucky, and it's time to spin the wheel of mythicality.
If you need more hashtags in your life, and who doesn't, you need to make sure you're following us on Twitter, twitter.com/RhettandLink.
And click through to Good Mythical More. I have a game prepared. Facts about Valentine's Day that you don't know.
Do I win this if I win?
Maybe. Click through at the end of this.
1930s black and white gangster movie. Hey, what do you say we go investigate something? Oh, we're driving.
Yeah, we're driving, see? We're driving in this big car.
I'm smoking a big cigar.
And I got let's go up to this bank, see?
You got a cigarette lighter in here?
Yeah, right here.
Oh, nice. Oh, hey.
No, I just lit a piece of dynamite. Look, I'm going to throw it into that bank teller window. Oh,
we're the criminals, okay?
Yeah, we're going to go. Now bring out your Tommy gun and we're going to... Yeah, see? Give me your money.
Okay, I thought we were the cops. But whatever.
We are the cops. It's a twist.
Oh. If I get all 5 right, you got to make a phone call, and then I want a heart-shaped cupcake.
I'll make the phone call.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do that as part of it.
And pay for it.
No, I'll just make a phone call.